the real me. Walk around like I'm clean when I'm really filthy. I'ma charge it to the
Go crazy. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. I hit my knees and I tell to Jesus. They tryna ban me cause I'm in the league. I'm really a savage at war with the reaper. That's why I can't hear, can't speak no evil. I hit my knees and I tell to Jesus. They tryna ban me cause I'm in the league. I'm really a savage at war with the reaper. That's why I can't hear, can't speak no. They cannot see the brand. That boy stripes like zebra skin. They know he ain't playing. I cannot hit with the evil sin. Duck quick, that heater spraying. We make moves like Peterson. We make moves like Peterson. Hey, look, I want the crib with no neighbors. We son got disabled, but never had cable. Now we pull up in so many horses. I promise they think that we came with the stable. Got it twisted, I'm stuck like a staple. They all out of favor, I'm all out of favors. That's your brother, I hope you ain't able. They turning like tables, I'm just trying to save them. I got it poppin' when I was a youngin'. I jumped off the porch and went got me a Glock. They told me save up my money, go put it in savers. I told them I put it in stocks. Dodging these demons, an everyday mission. Ain't got much, but I give it all that I got. I was 16 when they locked me up behind bars, and now I got bars on lock. I hit my knees and I tell to Jesus. They tryna ban me cause I'm in the league. I'm really a savage at war with the reaper. That's why I can't hear, can't speak no evil. I hit my knees and I tell to Jesus. They tryna ban me cause I'm in the league. I'm really a savage at war with the reaper. That's why I can't hear, can't speak no. They cannot see the brand. That boy stripes like zebra skin. They know he ain't playing. I cannot hit with the evil sin. Duck quick, that heater spraying. We make moves like Peterson. We make moves like Peterson.
Exactly. Since a little youngin', knew they was framed. Nigga wasn't talking about nothing. Till I get a milli, put in the ceiling. I'ma be pressing the button. Lost in the city of thuggin'. You free to wait till I'm on the front of that money. I never love it. So from the source, how it's coming. I got that tat on my stomach. Dropped out of tension. I left out the system, but still fell in prison. I doubted to get it. It's nothing to say how I'm feeling. It is what it is. A lot of you jigger pretending I can't get up with it. I stayed on my lonesome. The other, I'm spinning a ticket. Can't hit, don't speak no evil. I'm still at war with the reaper.
I hit my knees and I tell to Jesus. They tryna ban me cause I'm in the league. I'm really a savage at war with the reaper. That's why I can't hear, can't speak no evil. I hit my knees and I tell to Jesus. They tryna ban me cause I'm in the league. I'm really a savage at war with the reaper. That's why I can't hear, can't speak no. They cannot see the brand. That boy stripes like zebra skin. They know he ain't playing. I cannot hit with the evil sin. Duck quick, that heater spraying. We make moves like Peterson. We make moves like Peterson.
Exactly.
Real me. Walk around like I'm clean when I'm really filthy. I'ma charge it to the game, they gon' have to bill me. 10 toes to my grave, they gon' have to kill me. If you can't take that rain, then don't go outside. Don't let them people gas you up, you must be out your mind. I'll never do it again, just one more time. One more time. I'ma keep my mask on like a bang. I ain't showing you a thing. I'ma keep my soul long as my blood warm in my veins. Biggest V54, I can swear around from lane to lane. I hit the gas man thing, make it real hopping in the hang. I like to keep down low, tryna stay away from all the campaigns. All they wanna do is game, tryna see who they can drain. She said it's not good to be alone and she wanna feel my pain. Grab the whips and the chains, man. Guarantee they run when they see the real me. Walk around like I'm clean when I'm really filthy. I'ma charge it to the game, they gon' have to bill me. 10 toes to my grave, they gon' have to kill me. If you can't take that rain, then don't go outside. Don't let them people gas you up, you must be out your mind. I'll never do it again, just one more time. One more time. I'ma keep my mask on like a bang. I ain't showing you a thing. I'ma keep my soul long as my blood warm in my veins. Biggest V54, I can swear around from lane to lane. I hit the gas man thing, make it real hopping in the hang. I like to keep down low, tryna stay away from all the campaigns. All they wanna do is game, try to see who they can drain. She said it's not good to be alone and she wanna feel my pain. Grab the whips and the chains, man. Guarantee they run when they see the real me. Walk around like I'm clean when I'm really filthy. I'ma charge it to the game, they gon' have to bill me. 10 toes to my grave, they gon' have to kill me. If you can't take that rain, then don't go outside. Don't let them people gas you up, you must be out your mind. I'll never do it again, just one more time. One more time. I'ma keep my mask on like I'm vain. I ain't showing you a thing. I'ma keep my soul long as my blood warm in my veins.
Yeah, OCOEE A2000 EST. Let's go. Yeah. We about to rewrite the family history. We going up like the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. Hey, we about to rewrite the family history. We going up like the Statue of Liberty. We about to rewrite the wrongs. Father, forgive them, cause they didn't know what they did. They were just trying to live. They were just trying to provide for their kids. Enemy thought that the drama I got in my life that I wouldn't forgive. But hating on folks is like drinking the poison and wishing they died in the end. But really you killing yourself. But really you hurting your wealth. I'd rather go buy me a new deck of cards. Stressed about the hand I was dealt. I learned if you really wanna see change, you gotta go do it yourself. I'd rather go play in the game than sit on the side like everyone else. There's so many secrets and so many lies, I could've just blamed them all. There's so many times that I tried to hide, I should've just made the call. As soon as you think that you standing on pride, that's when you prone to fall. As soon as you think you untouchable, trust me, life gon' humble us all. As soon as you think it's a touchdown, trust me, that's when you fumble the ball. But we not just following God for outcomes, we just be trusting it all. That's why I told him. We about to rewrite the family history. We going up like the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. Hey, we about to rewrite the family history. We going up like the Statue of Liberty. We about to rewrite the wrongs. Father, forgive them, cause they didn't know what they did. They were just trying to live. They were just trying to provide for their kids. Enemy thought that the drama I got in my life that I wouldn't forgive. But hating on folks is like drinking the poison and wishing they died in the end. Whether we win or whether we lose, we still gon' stand 10 toes. You could be standing on Everest high and still gon' have some lows. You can have all you want in life and one day it's gon' go. You ain't see what happened to Job? I pray it don't go that low. I'm still praying my God even if nobody pull up my show. Cause back then I was rapping for sure. I was quick to let all of that go. I was building up habits for years. I ain't gon' lie, that change was slow. Get bad before get good, but once you up for sure. We up! That's why I told him. We about to rewrite the family history. We going up like the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. Hey, we about to rewrite the family history. We going up like the Statue of Liberty. We about to rewrite the wrongs. Father, forgive them, cause they didn't know what they did. They were just trying to live. They were just trying to provide for their kids. Enemy thought that the drama I got in my life that I wouldn't forgive. But hating on folks is like drinking the poison and wishing they died in the end. But really you killing yourself. But really you hurting your wealth. I'd rather go buy me a new deck of cards. Stressed about the hand I was dealt. I learned if you really wanna see change, you gotta go do it yourself. I'd rather go play in the game than sit on the side like everyone else.
Lucy had me in a chokehold. Way too long, way too long. Broke them chains and came back home. Okay, let's go. Baby, I'm back like I never left. 2019 cause
yeah, look, I'm living proof. If you
Now, I'm sure most of you probably didn't care about Joe Biden passing out awards to people like they were the audience of the Oprah Winfrey Show yesterday. But, of course, I want to point out some things that you might have missed. 19 people were honored yesterday at the White House ceremony, including entertainers, athletes, philanthropists, terrorists, and former U.S. government officials. Keep in mind that this is before Joe Biden is scheduled to speak to America this coming Monday from the site of the tragic event that occurred a few days ago in New Orleans that has MK Ultra written all over it. Now, hold on, don't downplay this. He's not handing out just any award. He's awarding these 19 recipients the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest civilian award the current president could give a civilian. Joe Biden, robotically gave this award to people like William Sanford Nye, better known as Bill Nye, the science guy, for his work in science education. Okay? Then Michael J. Fox for his work as an iconic actor and his advocacy for people with the Parkinson's disease. And then Paul David Hewson, better known as Bono, who is the lead singer in the Irish rock band U2. Apparently, he does some activist work in debt relief in developing countries and not America. And he was also born and raised in Dublin, Ireland, making him not a U.S. citizen. Still, he somehow managed to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award, which is supposed to be for U.S. civilians.
We did it, Joe.
Joe Biden is following the footsteps of his buddy, Barry Soetoro, by awarding Bono the highest U.S. civilian honor in the United States. With this award, Bono became the first Irish recipient of this prestigious award, since former President of Ireland, Mary Robinson, received it in 2008 from Barry. According to the official X account of the NFL team, the Washington Commanders, co-owner of the team, Magic Johnson, was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, as well as the greatest actor ever, in my opinion, Denzel Washington. As we all know, you can't just invite Denzel to an award show and he not leave with anything.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Then things took a turn for the worse when Hillary Clinton was announced as a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom to a standing ovation.
What?
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Some of you might be wondering, why is she receiving this award? What has she accomplished recently to deserve it? How was she nominated for this honor? Who is responsible for voting on the nominations? The president is responsible for awarding this medal to the people. It was said that the medal was given to any person who has been recommended to the president or has been selected by the president upon his own initiative. The medal was established in 1963 by then President John F. Kennedy. It superseded the Medal of Freedom, which President Harry S. Truman established in 1945 to honor civilian service. So, what civilian service did Hillary Clinton do recently that prompted the president to award her this medal? According to Executive Order 11085, the medal was created to recognize people who have made, quote, an especially meritorious contribution to 1, the security or national interests of the United States, or 2, world peace, or 3, cultural or other significant public or private endeavors. Let's use a method we're all familiar with from school. The process of elimination to figure this out. First, we can rule out the world peace because that's not her focus. Next, let's consider the part that says contributions to the security or national interests of the United States. This could apply to her, as she positions herself as an important figure that the public and politicians should pay attention to, mainly when the government takes actions that may not align with the interests of the government itself, or rather, the deep state. I provided an example of her actions related to the deep state's interests in October last year. The truth is that the government wanted full control over the narrative about specific politicians and their agendas. Watch this video as Hillary Clinton admits this truth and proposes removing 47 U.S.C. 230 as law just this past September.
We should be, in my view, repealing something called Section 230, which gave, platforms on the internet immunity because they were thought to be just pass-throughs, that they shouldn't be judged for the content that is posted. But we now know that that was an overly simple view, that if the platforms, whether it's Facebook or Twitter X or Instagram or TikTok, whatever they are, if they don't moderate and monitor the content, we lose total control. And it's not just the social and psychological effects, it's real harm.
In addition to the fact that the CNN reporter looks as if he just saw a ghost, in September of this year, Hillary stated that she believes people who oppose their political views and policies should be jailed.
And boosting Trump back in 2016. But I also think there are Americans who are engaged in this kind of propaganda. And whether they should be civilly or even in some cases criminally charged is something that would be a better deterrent.
And just in case you were wondering, Kamala Harris echoed these beliefs and wanted to regulate free speech as if it threatened democracy. This was at a time when Donald Trump, as president, was removed from social media sites like Twitter.
He has lost his privileges and it should be taken down. And the bottom line is that you can't say that you have one rule for Facebook and you have a different rule for Twitter. The same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop.
Here's former Democrat and now independent Robert F. Kennedy giving his take on censorship and free speech.
Are trying to say that Donald Trump hates democracy, that he wants to be a dictator, but they're all advocating now, openly advocating the censorship of our speech. And what they say is, well, we don't want to censor all speech, just the lies. They want to determine what's the truth and what's a lie. And who was the biggest perpetrator of lies during the COVID epidemic? It was the government itself. They were the ones promoting disinformation and misinformation. And I saw this week Hillary Clinton, Tim Walz, and Kamala Harris all using the same talking point. That the next administration is going to get rid of misinformation and disinformation because that is not protected by the First Amendment. Well, it is. The First Amendment protects lies the same as it protects speech. Truth. The First Amendment was not written to protect the kind of speech that we all want to hear. It was written for hard times, to protect the speech that nobody wants to hear. And that is the fundamental foundation stone of democracy, that everybody gets to say, to have their own truth. And as Louis Brandeis said, the remedy for bad speech is not censorship, never, because that turns to totalitarianism. The remedy for bad speech is more speech. And that's something that Donald J. Trump understands because he's been censored himself. And he understands it very acutely. He's seen the weaponization of the federal agencies to silence him, to destroy the electoral process as they did to me.
Brief final question. You liken yourself to Cassandra. the Greek mythological figure who could see the future and the prophecies, but was never believed. Putting that Cassandra hat on for the moment, but we're listening. What is something you see happening in the near future that we should be taking more seriously?
Well, I do think that the press needs a consistent the press that's not supporting Trump blatantly, very persistently, the press that's trying to be the press, be objective, be, reporting the facts. The press needs a consistent narrative about the danger that Trump poses. Because, people may still look at the danger and say, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. I'm going to vote for him for X, Y, or Z. But okay. But at least people need to be woken up and given the facts about what he has done, is saying, and would do. And I anticipate that, something will happen in October, as it always does. The Russians, as I said earlier, are very active in this election. We know the Iranians are active as well. Chinese uses TikTok, or they certainly did against Biden and for Trump. I think they're a little less pro-Trump right now. So you look at where people get their information, and they get their information largely from social media. And so the campaign is doing the best job it can to combat that, combat both domestic and foreign false disinformation. But I anticipate there will be a full court press in October. The digital airwaves will be filled. And why does that matter? Because the press that is pro-Trump anyway, oftentimes stories are put on digitally that then are picked up by, let's say, at Fox and others. And then those stories are stories, so the mainstream press reports on them. And so that story then takes on a life of its own. There will be concerted efforts to distort and pervert Kamala Harris, who she is, what she stands for, what she's done. The crazy story about me running a child trafficking operation out of a basement of a pizzeria, don't laugh. It was a huge story. And it got one young man in North Carolina to get in his car with his, assault rifle and drive up to liberate these non-existent children and shoot up a pizzeria in Washington, D.C. This is dangerous stuff. It starts online, often on the dark web. It migrates. It's picked up by the pro-Trump media. It's then reported on by everybody else, which makes sure it has about 100% coverage.
Got safety protocols? Grainger has the safety pros to call. Shop our vast inventory of safety products at Grainger.com. Call, click, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And people believe it. So I don't know what it's going to be, but it will be something, and we'll have to work very, very hard to make sure that it is exposed as the lie that it is.
So Hillary Clinton said they need to control the narrative a lot more, especially during October. She threatened the public blatantly, saying that something is going to have to happen in October, right? I wonder what that could be.
And I will underscore, nothing that I was sent or that I sent was marked classified.
Secretary Clinton said I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
There was classified material emailed.
I never sent nor received any information that was classified at the time it was sent and received.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails, either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time they were sent or received.
When I got to work as Secretary of State, I opted for convenience to use my personal email account because I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of two.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
she used multiple devices during the 4 years of her term as Secretary of State.
I didn't have to turn over anything. I chose to turn over 55,000 pages of my email, but we turned over everything that was work-related, every single thing.
Secretary Clinton said all work-related emails were returned to the State Department. Was that true?
Do we all have this right? Freedom is the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants, without hindrance or restraint. So why would the president be awarding particular people a Medal of Freedom when freedom should be something that every civilian is naturally born with? The problem is the word civilian, which is commonly known as someone who is non-military or police. Some people would also associate the word civilian with citizen because they assume the role of an ordinary person without an authoritative ranking. In the 1828 edition of Webster's Dictionary of the English Language, the term civilian is defined as one who is skilled in Roman law, a professor or doctor of civil law. Similarly, the second edition of Black's Law Dictionary defines civilian as one who is skilled or knowledgeable in civil law, including a doctor, professor, or student of civil law. It also refers to a private citizen, distinct from members of the Army, Navy, or in England, the church. Are any of you well versed in Roman law? Did they teach you Roman law during your school days? Why would Roman law be important to a citizen of America? Do you believe that citizen and civilian are the same? The etymology of the word civilian claims that it originated from the Latin word civitas, which is translated in English as
city.
Now, just in case you were wondering, the etymology of the word citizenship claims that it originated from the Latin word civitatula, which translates in English as
small town.
So when you refer to yourself as a citizen or a civilian, you are essentially identifying yourself as part of a city or small town. Since cities and small towns have owners, this means that you are inadvertently labeling yourself as property. I'll discuss this further in another video because I want to highlight the next person who received the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award from Joe Biden.
Stepping on behalf of George Soros is Alex Soros. The Presidential Medal of Freedom is awarded to George Soros.
Is this nigga serious?
Born into a Jewish family in Hungary, George Soros escaped Nazi occupation to build a life of freedom for himself and countless others around the world.
Of my comprehensive plan. I just quote 2 or 3 points of that. First is, he said very clearly, 2015, that, quoting again, EU has to accept at least 1 million asylum seekers annually. That was the first point. Second, he said, adequate financing is critical. And he proposed to issue long-term euro bonds for financing the migration crisis and the migrants' social and welfare taking care when they arrive to the European Union. And another point which is very important for Hungary, which is involving the territory of Hungary directly into this program, he said that, quoting them, safe channels must be established for asylum seekers, starting with getting them from Greece and Italy to their destination countries, which means to bring them to Greece, to Hungary, and then have them to go to Austria. So don't forget that what we are speaking about is not an accidental stories, not a bulk of 10 years of accidental stories. It's a plan which is going on. It was written, it was published, it's known. So we are fighting again an organized gang called Empire of George Soros and NGOs who are just supporting everybody who is transgressing our legal system and our regulation and financing illegal activity against our nation. So this is why the story is not just about migration, but it's about how this European Union is working and how George Soros was able to captive the main positions inside many institutions of the European Union, buying out MPs and other leaders, and in order to execute the plan which is written, and it's against all the Christian and nation-based political forces. It's against us. It's about how to change Europe and how to eliminate and push aside all the Christian, conservative, national-based political leaders and voters from the European Union decision-making bodies. So this is the migration about, not just about migration.
Well over 100 Americans have been murdered by the illegal Soros imported since Joe Biden took office. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is a terrorist. And Joe Biden awarded him for his contributions, or rather, crimes against humanity.
I'm just here to make you think.
Yeah, DNA.
It's Dane Calloway. OCO, Freethinkers.